The president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, arrived in Auckland for the Women's World Cup with a message for the New Zealand public.
We need you. It's never too late to do the right thing. Come to watch the matches. We need full stadiums to warm us all up.
It was said in a convivial spirit of the game way, but it did underline the fact that ticket sales for the biggest sporting event to ever be held in the country are slow. The headlines haven't been good in the lead-up, especially when a sponsor bought up 20,000 seats across 4 games to give away. While Australia, the co-hosts, they were selling out the friendly warm-up games. A week out from the Cup, and 24% of games in New Zealand were at or near sold out, while in Australia, it was more like 77%. But what does that mean in actual numbers, taking into account the capacity of a stadium and the population of a country? Well, let's have a look. In New Zealand, there'll be 29 World Cup matches played in 4 stadia. Eden Park in Auckland is the country's biggest. It'll host 9 games, the most of any Cup venue alongside Wellington. And with a capacity of 46,350, that means 417,150 potential ticket sales, give or take. Down the road in Hamilton, Waikato Stadium will host 5 matches. A smaller city, a smaller ground, capacity 23,000. So we're looking at 115,000 tickets there. In the nation's capital, the Wellington Regional Stadium, usually known as Sky Stadium, can seat 35,000 people in its yellow seats. Another 9 matches there, another 315,000 potential ticket sales. And the only South Island venue is Dunedin Stadium, again renamed from its usual Forsyth Bar Stadium. 26,000 can fit in there under the roof over 6 matches, so that's 156,000 more tickets. And that's New Zealand's contribution, a shade over 1 million potential ticket sales, but it's in Australia where the numbers kick up a notch. Starting in Queensland, at Brisbane Stadium, usually Suncorp Stadium. This is a big ground, 52,250 seat capacity, 8 World Cup matches, so there's 418,000 there alone. Then down to New South Wales, 2 stadia in operation here. The first is the Sydney Football Stadium, which has been demolished and rebuilt since this Google Earth image. 6 matches here, up to 42,250 at each, means 253,500 tickets. And then out to Stadium Australia, the Olympic Stadium, with a capacity of 81,500, which eclipses any other ground in the Cup. Only 5 matches scheduled here, but there are some big ones, including the final, so potentially 407,500 tickets could be sold. Down in Victoria, the efficiently named Melbourne Rectangular Stadium, you might know it as Amy Park, can seat a shade over 30,000 at a time. Over 6 matches, that's 180,600 sports-mad Melburnians grabbing a seat. The smallest Cup venue is in South Australia. Adelaide's Hindmarsh Stadium is home to Adelaide United FC. It only seats 15,000. 5 matches means 75,000 tickets. And finally, way out west is the Perth Rectangular Stadium, another temporary rename. They have to do this during World Cups because of sponsorship commitments. 20,000 seats, 5 matches, around 100,000 tickets available in Western Australia. So where are we going with all of this? Well, Australia all up will host 35 matches, while New Zealand hosts 29. But all those bigger venues means there are up to 1,434,600 tickets available in Australia, compared with 1,003,150 in New Zealand. And let's not forget Australia's population of nearly 25.7 million, compared with New Zealand's 5.12 million as of 2021. So New Zealand, with fewer tickets available and a smaller population, should be able to sell better, right? Well, it's kind of comparing apples with oranges. Certainly that's how the Kiwi executive team is spinning it. They say on a per capita basis, New Zealand is actually ahead of Australia in ticket sales. But I think we just have to acknowledge that the demand here and the interest in football isn't as big as Australia. And with the cost of living the way it is, you can understand people perhaps not spending money on football tickets. In the end, and in perspective, it's a sporting event. Yes, half-empty stadia won't be a great look, but it's not the end of the world. And if you want to go, brilliant. But here's the tip. Even with all these unsold tickets, you still need to book ahead and online because FIFA doesn't do gate sales, which is a shame because the much-touted Kiwi tradition of buying late or on the day could mean a few more bums on seats come kick-off time.